Ladies and gentlemen, good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. Assalamu alaikum, namaste, guten tag, sayonara, in whatever way you want to greet yourself or say goodbye. But welcome to this amazing meetup where we're having individuals coming from all over the world to talk about anything related to the seafood and fisheries industry. Today, it's being hosted by Global Chamber Dhaka, one of the chapters of Global Chamber across the 525 metros all across the world. This is also in partnership with Global Chamber Chittagong and Global Chamber Barisal. And we have a special collaboration today, and that is with SEBAB, the Seafood Export Buying Agents Association of Bangladesh. Our media partner for this event is Bangladesh's top business monthly, ICE Business Times. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm your host, Maimoon Mustafa. I'm the Executive Director of Global Chamber Dhaka and Barisal. And today we're going to be going into an hour where we're going to do a little bit of corporate speed dating. Now, no, you will not have to be non-monogamous with any of your personal affairs, but you will have to mix and get to know a lot of amazing people from all around the world who speak the interesting anecdotes and the acronyms of the seafood and aquaculture industry. So the way it's going to go is as such. First, we're going to have a few key speeches that's going to last 3 minutes long. These are for a few featured speakers here and who've come here early. And then we are going to move on to 1 minute quick pitches, right? So we just get to know each other. And towards the end, we're just going to have a really nice business networking. All right, a few house rules. I know that in the middle of the pandemic, we've all gotten used to Zoom, but of course, we'd like to have some kind of human connection. We would love it if you can keep your videos on, but if you're not speaking, to put yourself on mute. All right, everyone, let's remember that. Apart from this, while each speaker is speaking, you can, of course, ask any questions, but in the chat. Please let's not interrupt somebody during their dedicated time. I will be the bad guy today. I will keep time. I will remind everyone at the end of 2 minutes or the end of 50 seconds if you have a minute or 10 seconds remaining. So you can wrap up, right? After all of this, we hope that we can connect you. You can also drop in your information. You're encouraged to drop in your information in the chat box and keep linking with each other. Finally, we will, of course, connect you offline as well if you see some areas of growth and interest. That's what we do at the Global Chamber, and we'll let you talk about yourself a little bit more towards the end. And also we'll let you know a little bit more about the Global Chambers to everybody else who's here, right? So I'll stop blabbering, and I think we'll get started into the gist of today, and that is to understand about the main participants. So the first individual that I'd like to call on the floor is Mr. Mohammad Ghulam Mustafa. He is the president of the Seafood Export Buying Agents Association of Bangladesh. He is a former vice president of the oldest and the most prestigious chamber of commerce in Bangladesh, the Dhaka Chamber of Commerce. Mr. Mustafa has been in business for over 50 years, and he is the CEO and founder of Meta Enterprises. Mr. Mustafa, I will give you your 3 minutes now, sir. Thank you so much for coming in.
Hi, everybody. How are you? This is Ghulam Mustafa. I am the CEO of Meta Enterprises and at the same time President Seafood Export Buying Agents Association of Bangladesh. And I have been in this line of trade for nearly 50 years. And you see, seafood in Bangladesh, particularly we deal in shrimps, that is black tiger shrimp, which is most popular in the world market. And we have been marketing for a long period and with full reputation, and to the satisfaction of our buyers and customers. And we strictly, from the side of our business, that is company, we strictly go for that is checking of quality at the time of production, at the then checking of quality at the time of shipment, and we also supervise timely shipment. And in one sense, we make the whole process of export so that our customer and as well as our international buyers, they are very becomes happy in our performance. And this is the thing, and we encourage, if anybody is interested to buy shrimps, particularly black tiger, and we also other shrimps too, that is white shrimp, brown, and freshwater shrimps also. And as well as we have got seafood, other fishes also available in Bangladesh. And internationally, we can go for it. If anybody is very much interested, they are requested to contact me, and I will be able to support from the side of our that is Seafood Buying Agents Association as a president. I will be able to give them all necessary help if anybody is requires any things from Bangladesh. And this is the thing. If anybody have got any other question to ask me, I am ready to reply for that.
So thank you very much. That's exactly 3 minutes. We really appreciate that delivery, and we'll be open to, of course, other questions towards the answer. Right, then we will move on all the way across the Atlantic to the US, and then we go to a Global Chamber member, our very own Anthony Haynes. Anthony, you have 3 minutes, please.
Good morning, good evening, good afternoon to all of you. I'm the president of AH Global Trade Incorporated, and also as far as aquaculture is concerned, I work with another company, CWAS, which specializes in agricultural development. As consultants, they can do it from A to Z, beginning to startup, to those that are already in business and want to expand their business as far as fish farming is concerned, and even into production if need help in that area. That's kind of it in a brief nutshell. They also have veterinarians on staff that help with the fish.
Excellent. Anthony, we love the way you present very concisely and to the point, and that gives us a lot of insight. Anthony, could you just tell us, since we do have some time remaining, who are you looking to connect with? What's the right buyer or seller for you?
I'm looking to connect with a company that needs assistance with fish farming, as far as technical assistance is concerned, from growing the crop to getting it to market. Things of that nature would be type of client I'd be looking for. This company I work with is a consulting firm, but they actually don't just talk, they actually get their hands into what's going on and help guide the person straight all the way through the process.
Excellent, thanks so much. I think that gives us a lot of insight, and for everybody in this room to understand how to connect with you better. Thanks so much, Anthony. We'll come back to you. We're going to head over back to Bangladesh and back to Sabab. And now I'd like to introduce the Vice President of Sabab, Mr. Mohammad Shahjahan, another veteran in the seafood industry in Bangladesh. He is representing Borak Seafood Trade International as well as the association itself. Mr. Shahjahan sir, you have 3 minutes.
Thank you very much, Global Chamber. And also, I welcome all the participants today's meeting. And it's a lovely evening, lovely afternoon, lovely morning, you know, since it is a global program. So here it is 8 o'clock, 8:15 in the evening. And I see a lot of people who are across the globe are attending the meeting. And we are in Bangladesh. Actually, we work for the seafood exports, and you know the Bangladesh is producing very quality shrimps and other fishes. And I'm here in the seafood for last 40 years, and I'm very happy to be the part of seafood in the world, because this seafood take me to the sophisticated areas of the globe, because the people, wherever I go, people love shrimp. Even I love shrimp. So everybody loves shrimp, and we have a very good market for Bangladesh shrimps in the overseas markets, especially in European countries and America, of course. And we know we have our competitors in Asia, but we work very nicely with the competitors, with big competition, and we enjoy the business. And if there is anybody who will be interested in Bangladesh shrimps, you may contact us. And I especially thank Global Chamber to allow me to participate in this forum. And we hope in the coming days we'll be enjoying. And meantime, I beg apology from everybody, because I have a program to go, especially today is my anniversary. So I have to go out with my family. And so I thank you very much for inviting me in the program. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, sir. Very happy anniversary to you. And the fact that you're sacrificing family for us today, it really means a lot. Again, congratulations. And thank you for coming.
Thank you.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we'll now move on to some of our international guests today. And I would like to give a special shout out to this gentleman that came first before everybody else. He's from all the way in Quebec, in Canada. And if I'm pronouncing his company correct, it's Unique. It's Japanese Unique. And the gentleman is, of course, Dennis Chow, a lovely individual from Canada, who's going to explain to us about his export-oriented sea urchin business. Dennis, you have 3 minutes.
Beautiful. Thank you very much, and thank you for being here. So many people. Thank you for the Global Chamber for this beautiful invitation. It's a privilege for me to be here with all of you. So Unique, it's from Montreal, Quebec. Let me ask you, anybody love sea urchins? Put up your hands. Or no sea urchins? Beautiful, thank you. I see there's a lot of people who did not raise their hand. It's fine. Let me quickly explain to you what it's sea urchins. First of all, sea urchins is when you go to Japanese restaurant, usually a sea urchins is whatever you found in the sea, and what is inside, it's the gonads that we're eating, and has very tasty texture and flavor. So I really suggest you, if you have the chance to go to a restaurant and ask and request the Unique sea urchins if it's possible. So my objective is to explain quickly for you what we're doing. First of all, the company has recently created because we're connected with the fishermen directly. Actually, we are promoting the Quebec sea urchins to the world. We're not a distributor, we're not a wholesaler. We're just like the agent representing the fishermen directly from the fishermen from Rimouski to expand to the international market. Actually, we provide the highest sea urchins in Quebec from the St. Laurent River directly to the consumer. However, now we want to expand. We want to connect directly with the international buyer. If you want to connect directly with the fisherman, you can call me directly. You have my email under the screen. my name and my email address. You can connect with me. And also the sea urchins, we can offer in different types, frozen, live, or fresh. And this comes from a clean facility with the highest standard for the transformations. And the sea urchins, it's via aquaculture that Anthony mentioned about. So the aquaculture means that it's sustainable and it's traceable. You can know exactly precisely where it's coming from at which date. So if you do have any question, please do not hesitate. Send me an email, or you can ask your question right now. If I can answer your question, that will be my pleasure to do so.
Thank you so much, Dennis. You still have 30 seconds on the clock, but we really love that you've been concise. And of course, everyone, please connect with Dennis. He's a guest today. Hopefully after today, he will be a Global Chamber member. But either ways, we love him coming today on the platform. Hopefully you'll get some business. That's what we wish for.
It's a pleasure for me to be here. Thank you very much. Thank you for all of you.
Excellent. We'll still stay on to that side of the Atlantic. And now I'll present Thomas Kehoe. Thomas, if I'm correct in pronouncing your name, please excuse me otherwise.
No, that's the correct pronunciation. Thank you very much. Pleasure to be on with all of you from all over the world. This is always exciting to be able to speak to people that are thousands of kilometers away and that are actually paying attention to what we all have to say. I own an import-export company and have traveled the world exporting seafood. I've been to Russia 7 times, all over China and Asia, in Japan. I have clients, international clients that we represent in the States and North America. And we can help you if you want to get your product into the North American market or other international markets. Please give us a call. That's what we do. We do export consulting, market access, permitting, rules and regulations. My son is my business partner. He's an attorney and 5 years with Goldman Sachs, the Wall Street investment banking company. So we also do investment advisory services for companies that need to raise capital and scale. We're also starting to get involved in the alternate protein space, which 10 years from now, I think will take quite a bit of our space. So we're trying to pay attention to that right now and are being brought on as in an advisory capacity to some alternate protein companies that are making alternate seafood items. So I won't take up the full 3 minutes. Thank you for the opportunity. I didn't know you were going to give me some time to speak, and delighted to be part of this endeavor today. And God bless all of you. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Thomas. We do try to give full priority to everybody, who's here on the platform. The fact that you've given us an hour of your life, it means a lot to us.
Thank you.
Excellent. So, ladies and gentlemen, I think Thomas has already set the floor for going into the transition from 3 to 1 minute. So we're going to go into very short 1 minute speed pitches from now on, right? So the first person I'd like to call for this segment is Mr. Mustaq Ahmed. So Mustaq, are you here from Sealand Sea Frozen Fish Exporter Company? Mustaq, can you hear me? All right, since we can't get Mustaq at this time, we will move on to Mohammed Raed, and we're coming back all over to Asia, and he's from the Maldives. So Raed, you have 1 minute, sir, if you'd like to present.
Hi, greetings everyone. My name is Mohammed Raed. Can you hear me?
Perfectly.
Yeah, I'm from the beautiful islands of the Maldives, just a very neighboring brotherly country with Bangladesh as well. And just wanted to present myself. I'm currently the managing director of the government tourism company. But Maldives being a fishery country as well, our backbone is tuna fishery. So I would like to collaborate. My details are there. I have posted, and I would like to have collaborations as we are importing so much of seafood. Even though we are an island nations, we only have sadly to say that tuna only. So we are importing all major ingredients for seafood items from other parts of the world. So would like to see, and since it is a top-notch touristic destination, we have to import so much of seafood into the country. So would like to have collaborations and contacts from, and this is a wonderful opportunity. Thank you so much for arranging such a wonderful opportunity. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Ryan. And I hope you can give us your contact details so that we can be in touch. And we'll, of course, talk in the networking section. Now, I think we also have somebody from the USAID PSA program. Would they be interested to speak?
Can you hear me?
Yes, perfectly, sir.
Great.
Who am I speaking to?
Elshan Baloglanov. I do work with USAID Private Sector Activity Project, and I've been member, I mean, our company was member of Global Chamber for quite some time. And we work with primarily food and agriculture companies in US that we try to help them get their products and services, whether it's export of services or goods, to the Caspian region. I know your focus is a little different from our focus, but still, if we can be of any help to Global Chamber office in Asia, we will be happy to do so, to introduce you to our companies in US, like Grow More, one of the input suppliers, crop protection, plant protection products, and others. And in the meantime, I would love to learn more about if we have any US company present here and interested, or any foreign company interested in importing American products or services. It's a 5-year project until 2024. We're almost completing the second year, which ends in September 30th, and then we get into the third year of the project lifetime. So I'm happy. I will try to send here a contact information, my contact information, and also the web link to the website where you can get more information about what we do under USAID private sector activity.
Excellent. Thank you so much, sir. Really appreciate it.
Thank you.
All right, we are going to come back home to Bangladesh, but just before we have to give a small disclaimer, this is a global industry meetup. So even though we're organizing it from Bangladesh, it is for fisheries and aquaculture and seafood opportunities everywhere. So it's an open marketplace for any kinds of business opportunities. So coming back home, we're gonna go for a 1-minute quick pitch from Mr. Shourav Islam, who is representing Farmers Market Asia, which is an amazing platform that's working with aquaculture and the entire seafood supply chain. Shourav, I know it's a bit short to talk about it in a minute. We'll try to come back later on, but give us the 1-minute speech, please.
Thank you so much. It's great to be here, as always. I'll just make it very quick from our side for just to quickly introduce Farmers Market Asia, which is one of the first MFI at the same time agri-tech platform that we have created, under which we have been trying to connect our farmer base who actually requires loan support, financial support, and for which we are doing crowdfunding. At the same time, we are also connected with the banks who are also supporting us to with a working capital loan in a crop cycle manner to help the farmers. And by the grace of the Almighty Allah, it's been running pretty well. And one of the main purpose for doing this is to address food safety and end-to-end e-traceability for the compliant purposes, so that we can eventually ensure, we can eventually control the value chain, food value chain. We can control the food value chain, and at the same time, we can actually also ensure premium pricing for our products in the global market. Thank you, guys. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. So a lot to connect on. Shourav is again another guest, but he's expressed a lot of interest to be a Global Chamber member. I'm going to, of course, explain to all of you the benefits of being a member, of course, and what value addition we do bring in when these are registered members with us, and the checks and balances, and of course, in this huge marketplace that we have in the whole world, and what Global Chamber gives you that added business insight as a chamber of commerce that's solely focused on giving you business, right? So let's move on to another speaker. And I think I see Saki Kajita, if I'm correct. Saki, are you there with us? Saki? All right. I think we'll move on next to somebody again from the great maple leaf country, and that's Rob Arthur, all the way from the other end of the Pacific, from Vancouver in Canada. Rob, you have 1 minute.
Good morning. Thank you very much for the time. I didn't know I was going to get time, so that's bonus. I'm Rob Arthurs. I've been the seafood export for the province of Canada, province of British Columbia in Canada for the last 14 years. I left 2 years ago to pursue my private practice again, where they found me. Particularly what I'm doing is helping seafood exporters from Alaska all the way down to California export their products globally, including a lot of suppliers, because of my government relationship I have globally, and taking delegations to trade shows around the world, like the Boston Seafood Show, Qingdao Seafood Show, Guangzhou Seafood Show, Busan, Korea Seafood Show. So my government relations and buyer relationships run very deep for those that are looking to export their products. So I've worked with the Canadian companies and US companies in trying to help them export their products. And most recently been approached by the government of Nova Scotia to help them with their lobster exports. As globally, everybody's trying to recover from COVID and the markets are starting to pick up. And we have an event coming up in November here in Canada called the BC Seafood Expo, where it'll be a virtual trade show where we'll welcome everybody to come and meet seafood processors from up and down the west coast of Canada and USA. Thanks so much. Honored to have the time.
Thank you, Rob. Now, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to be going down to somebody again from the Global Chamber family, this time from Mumbai, India. We have Mona Contractor. Mona, you have 1 minute.
Hey, I'm traveling, so I hope I don't get disconnected. But hello, everyone, and thank you for giving me the time for 1 minute. This is Mona Contractor, and I'm into two businesses. One is inbound travel, that's travel to the Indian subcontinent, and my second business is food related. So we make ready to eat food items, mainly for travelers, students, and people who want to experience and have home food, so we make Indian food and supply them all over. We also make gravies for the hotel industry and the catering industry. So that's where our main business is. So now we've started retail, which is like ready to eat. So thank you so much, Mehmet, for giving me this time. And for anybody who would like to try my food and, get in touch, I'm going to leave my contact details on the chat. Thank you so much. And I'm glad I didn't get disconnected. Thank you.
Thank you so much. We always love having somebody from the Global Tribe come here and talk. So ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to be taking a small pause, but not a pause per se. We're going to let you know a little bit more to all these amazing guests that we have here, so that they can understand what the Global Chamber proposition is, right? So you can relate more to what we have to offer, what this platform is, and why you may even want to join, and why it just makes business sense. Cesar, can you please share the deck?
I will share it in a second.
Sure, thank you so much. I see that we've started sharing a lot of information. We have some more people, of course, to go after this. And of course,
So far.
okay, everyone. Can everyone see the deck? All good? Can I get a thumbs up if you can see it? Okay, excellent. So Global Chamber starts off with this amazing slogan that we have. That's called being global and unstoppable. If you want to do cross-border trade, you are really unstoppable. So we started in 2015, and in just a year of our operations, we expanded to 115 metros. And we're expanding exponentially to 525 metros all across the whole world. We're unique because we help cross-border business across the 525 city-centric areas, the metro regions, in 195 countries. That means we're literally everywhere. Next slide, please. What do we do, right? And this is what everybody wants to know. Okay, we hear chambers of commerces. I think the biggest difference that I can say, coming from a little bit of a chamber of commerce background, is that we don't work with policy. We are here to give you business. And how do we do that? We do it with warm access to over 200 million prospective clients, partners, and resources that are in our internal databases. We give you those warm and trusted connections in new markets. We give you access in the best business resources, not only meetups like these, but also Globinars and training sessions that helps you to become a better entrepreneur or a better business professional around the world. And of course, we're giving you real-time trusted help anywhere in the world to fill in gaps, to keep growing. And that's what EDs like me help you in each of the metros where we are represented. Then, what we of course need to talk about is non-discrimination. And this is really, really important if you want to be part of this community, because we don't want to talk about any kind of discrimination that's on race, nothing to talk about religion, gender, sexual preference, age, mental or physical health, disability, country, or politics. The only politics we want to talk about is that which affects business. At the end of the day, as our co-founder and CEO says it, let's get some business done. So we're going to do this by offering you a couple of things: global reach, global contacts, access, exposure, information, visibility, and the feeling of being a global tribe member. And that's what we call ourselves, the Global Tribe. So we have a range of events which focuses around the metro itself, starting from local global affairs, for women in global leadership, so that we can become more equitable organizations, to League of Extraordinaries, because every event that we do, it's a marketing event for you to connect with like-minded business individuals all around the whole world. These are catered so that every one of your experiences provide you a new opportunity every time you give us 1 second of your precious moment. Next. So you say, okay, maybe this is the first time I'm hearing about Global Chamber. Who invests in Global Chamber? I'd like you to look at some of these companies. These are our sponsors: T-Mobile, the City of Denver, the City of Phoenix, Owing, Airbnb, banks like Morgan Stanley and Merrill Lynch, University of Texas in Dallas, that's educational institutions as well as ASU and the US Trade and Development Agency, UPS, and even organizations like XC.com. So it's very diverse, and these are people who can be sponsors if you want to be part of the Global Chamber. However, if you're really looking for a better business opportunity experience, we'd encourage you to take our organizational membership opportunities. And we have these in 4 main categories: entrepreneur, 1 to 5 members, everybody has access; executives, 5 to 50 members. And again, everybody gets access up to 50 members of your organization. Diplomat is for 50 to 500, and ambassador is for 500 plus to everybody. This is an organizational membership that is one membership throughout the whole world for everyone in your organization. However, we do cater to younger people too. We cater to students. We cater to young global leaders who are professionals below 35. And of course, we cater to global business professionals as well. Then, if we look at the opportunities for our vision, what do we want to be in 2025? We want to go to 525 metros, and we want to have a network of more than 100,000 organizations, all collaborating together and doing business. So why be a part of us? Because that warm access, that connection, that executive directors like me will spend in understanding your needs, in understanding who is to be a trusted personnel. Because if you're a Global Chamber member, we give you that trusted access. So please contact me over here, and I'll of course give you my details in the chat as well. Thank you so much, and I hope you'd consider to be a member of the Global Tribe and a member of Global Chamber. Thank you. All right, everyone. Now let's go back to understanding more opportunities today and seeing new people who'd want to speak. Let's go back a little bit to Bangladesh. So I'll hand it over to Mr. Muhammad Abdul Hannan Shohag, who is an academic. Sir, you have 1 minute. Please tell us about yourself and what you're expecting from this experience. He's a guest here today.
Uh, Thank you. Thank you for giving me the floor. Actually, I'm the academician. I'm working as assistant professor at Faculty of Fisheries, Aquaculture, and Marine Science. And I have some past experience about seafood business of Bangladesh as well as the world. So I have around 5 years of experience with working with different types of international organization of seafood inspection, testing, and certification like Tufsud Bangladesh and some other organization like this. And at this time now I am working with seafood development and research and development. If you have any opportunity to work together with seafood development, seafood business, seafood research purpose mainly, and then you can contact me. I am available. And that's all. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir. We'll then move on to Mr. Philip Wedge. Philip, where are you coming from, and tell us how we can help you. Philip, can you hear us? All right, I think Philip is experiencing some difficulties. I think we have a company called Cabo Virgenes, if I'm pronouncing it correct. Is there a representative from Cabo?
Yes, hello.
Hi,
Hello?
how are you doing?
Hola. Hello, I'm Gabriela. I'm the sport manager of Cabo Virgenes. We're a Spanish Hispano-Argentine company. And we are looking for importers in India and Bangladesh, in this part of the world. Now we are exporting our products at over the 75 countries in all the world. We are a processor, we are all the circle, we are a float of boats, we are fisheries, also processing and we commercialize our products. We are overall red shrimp and also half sea hake and Edes squid. And like I said, we export to all the world, and we want to start with you in your country. And we have you have our contact, and we hope have a long relations with commercial relations with you. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much. I hope you can leave us your details. We're always happy to have guests, especially from a beautiful country of Spain, who recently lost Messi to France. Sorry, just a very silly joke over there. And
yes.
We'll move on to someone close back to home, and Mr. Mustaq Ahmed. Mr. Mustaq, are you here? All right, I don't think we see Mr. Mustaq. I'll go on to another individual who I see from the list, and this would be, again, coming from the Global Chamber family, Miss Ruby Golo, all the way from Accra, Ghana. Ruby, how are you doing?
Hello, everyone. Thanks for the floor. My name is Ruby Golo. I'm the Executive Director for Global Chamber here in Accra, Ghana. I have my own company is called Global Trade Consult. We provide business advisory services to foreign companies looking to bring their products and services to Ghana. We are able to match make with local companies as distributors or agents or partners. So anyone interested in my market, feel free to reach out. I'll be putting my details on the chat, and I look forward to further engaging with individuals. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Ruby. Always lovely to have a fellow executive director, coming into one of our calls. I think I'd like to move on to Mr. Saklayan. Saklayan, if I'm correct, you're coming from Pakistan? Saklan, are you there? All right, I think we're having a little bit of technical difficulty on that end. We'd like to then go on to any of our last speaker. We have Mr. I think we had a doctor here coming from India, Dr. Sumit Saxena. Is Dr. Sumit here?
Yeah, hi. Can you hear me?
Hi, Dr. Sumit. Thank you so much for coming here today. Please, your 1 minute starts now.
Okay, I'm Dr. Sumit Saxena, founder of Deal Venture Biosciences, and we are working against antimicrobial resistance. So the excessive use of antibiotics in life farming is responsible for the development of antimicrobial resistance. So we are developing livestock feed like poultry feed and aquaculture feed from insect protein and antimicrobial peptides, which can replace antibiotics from livestock farming.
Thank you so much, sir. So these are environmentally friendly antibiotics?
These are antimicrobial peptides. These are present, they act like antibiotics, but they doesn't cause any resistance or something.
Okay, excellent. So thank you so much. I hope
we expect these antimicrobial peptides from plants and insects.
Okay, excellent. Thank you so much, sir. Please leave us your contact details as a guest, and I hope one of our members can get in touch with you, and hopefully some business can happen.
Yeah, yeah, already shared my details.
Okay, thank you so much, sir. All right, we'll move on to another individual in this room, Jatin Y. Arora. Jatin, are you there? Is Jatin in the room? All right, I don't think Jatin can hear us at the moment. So what we will do is, before we go on to the matchmaking session, I'd like to give an open floor to everybody for 2 minutes, to everyone who has not spoken so far. If anyone would like to speak, we have 2 minutes. If we have not called you out, you have 2 minutes to speak. It's an open floor if you have not spoken before. All right, great. So if we aren't seeing anything from anyone in the room so far, let's start with the networking, right? So from whatever I could collect from today's meeting, we do have a range of exporters and we have a range of importers. I think first of all, can anyone in the room raise your hand if you are a net exporter of seafood? Exporter? You can use your, I think Dennis is out there with all of sea urchins in his hands right now. We've got Rob as well. So Rob and Dennis are exporters. Who would be interested? Mr. Mustafa is also an exporter. I can see. Do we have anyone who would be a net importer in the room? All right. I think we'll go on to that towards the end. We are looking next at support for the ecosystem. So one is technical support in terms of machinery, and the second is scientific support, right? R&D. Can we just have a show of hands if you want to contribute to technical support, sale of machineries, sale of systems, sale of insecticides? I think Mr. Sumit was talking about that as well. So we've got Anthony and we've got Dr. Sumit. All right. I think from Cabo Verdenes, are we also looking at export? from USAID PSA, are we looking to support this ecosystem through projects?
Yes, Maimon, but we only focus on export side, US exports. We can help with buying US products, whether it's technical assistance. Some countries require certain regulatory requirements as to labeling, packing, and translation. So we can, it's called like product adaptation. We can help with product adaptation when it comes to exports from the United States to other countries. But I have to check with the USAID colleagues if we can cover any requests coming from Bangladesh or any other country outside of the Caspian region, because the project purely covers few select countries in the Central Asian Caucasus. But I will be happy. I will be happy to assist any way I can, since I'm part of this global chamber since 2015, I believe.
Excellent. There from the start.
I'd like to talk to USAID if I could.
Sure, Anthony. I think I shared my contact information here. If not, I just send an email to executive director, so he can put us in touch and we can go from there.
Oh, good.
Do you export? Do you export from US, or are you interested in buying from
the US?
Okay.
From the US.
Okay.
Hello.
Rob, are you a member of the Global Chamber as well in Canada?
Done speaking.
Rob, are you there? All right.
Hello.
So, sea urchins wise.
Hello.
Yes, Mr. Mustafa.
Hello.
Yes, Mr. Mustafa, we can hear you, sir.
Yes. Since I'm in seafood export, if anybody wants to import some seafood from Bangladesh, I'm ready to help, and as well as if any company is interested to give consultancy service plus aquaculture and all these things, we can assist in this respect, because we have got that networking in that way. So I will invite the interested person or companies to contact me for their working development. Thanks.
Sure. So I can see that we have a good connection with Anthony and Mr. Mustafa, as well as USPGA. For Dennis, Dennis, we'll keep you on the list. I'm assuming you're looking for importers of specifically sea urchins.
You're absolutely right.
Great. So any of the diversified product you want to give, or is it just sea urchins?
I really want to focus only on the sea urchins, because my strong relationship with the fishermen allows me to have more leverage for this particular produce.
Excellent. I think I'd like to go to Mr. Mohammed Raid. I think he would be an importer. This is important to all the exporters we have over here. Raid, are you over here in the meeting with us? Raid, can you hear us? Raid, can you hear us? Right. So I think Raid was talking about opportunities in Maldives for importing a lot of seafood. So
you're absolutely right, and I'm in connection with him. We're already exchanged via chat, so that was amazing. Thank you for mentioning it.
Excellent. So I think Mr. Mustafa, we can have some opportunities there, and Rob, I think, was talking about the opportunities before he got logged off. So for Rob, I think we can see a lot of opportunities with Mr. Raid as well. Finally, is there something that Mr. Raid, I think you wanted to speak, sir? You raise your hand.
I want to skip something.
Mr. Wright, Mr. Mustafa was just hearing from Mr. Wright.
Hello.
Mr. Mustafa,
Mr.
please
Wright.
carry on. After that, I will speak. Mr. Mustafa, please carry on.
Sure. Mr. Mustafa. Mr. Wright, why don't you speak and we'll just come back to Mr. Mustafa right after this. We were just on the topic of connecting you with him.
Yeah,
I
thank
think
you
you've
so
already
much.
connected with us.
This is, as I have said again, this is a great opportunity, and just wanted to say that we are actually looking for, there are two types of tourism that has been very much becoming very popular. That is sport fishing and also agro-tourism. I have seen some of the agro-tourism or agro-based parties here in this forum as well. So if there's any party who is interested in sport fishing tourism and also agro-tourism, kindly let me know. And also we are looking to import some of the items to the Maldives, especially seafood items. Thank you so much.
Thank you, sir. Just one follow-up question.
Yeah, please.
Do you have any specific fish items that you're interested in? Is it shrimp, sea urchins, any other category of fish?
Yes, sea urchins and big lobsters, especially jumbo prawns and things like that, and also crabs. These are the items that we are interested, and also salmon is becoming very famous, and it is something not very commonly available. And yes, 100% we have to import salmon. So these are the items that are in high demand in the Maldives. And also, I would like to get the membership of this beautiful global chamber as well. I will definitely write to you, Mr. Moomin, to get the membership of global chambers. This is a wonderful platform.
Thank you so much, sir. I'm very happy that somebody's going to be coming on board. Hopefully we can assist you further getting more business. I look forward to your email.
Thank you so much.
All right. I think Jatin Arora wanted to speak.
Hi, gentlemen. Hi, Mr. Mustafa. I think last time you were calling off my name and I just went offline because of some network issues. So I am Jatin Arora. I represent a company called as Bombay Ammonia and Chemical Company. I am based in Mumbai in India. And I am actually a supplier of ammonia gas, which is a refrigerant used in most of the cold storages, stocking fisheries and meat and so on and so forth. We do also export ammonia in cylinders to countries like Bangladesh and nearby Sri Lanka and Mauritius and things like that. And if anybody was looking for ammonia or equipment with relation to refrigeration, cold storages, they can always get in touch with us. We are Bombay Ammonia and Chemical Company. Thank you, Mr. Mustafa.
Excellent. Thank you, sir. I think the other Mr. Mustafa in the room might be interested because he does represent the Seafood Export Buying Agents Association. Of course, he's in touch with a lot of the factories. And thank you so much for coming on board, sir. Are you a member of the Global Chamber or are you a guest here today?
I'm a guest here today.
Okay, excellent. Thanks. Loving the international support that we do have. I think we're coming off to the end of the hour. From Cabo Verdenes, are you there? Is anyone there from Cabo? I don't think we're being able to connect at the moment. So I think we have a pretty good headway. Moving on. I'd just like to do a quick summary before we log off for today. I think we've had a great convergence, I think, of individuals from all over the world. I mean, literally, we've got from the East Coast to the West Coast of Canada. We've got people from the United States. We've got people from all over Asia. We've got people coming in from Europe, from Spain. I think it just goes to show that, it's an amazing platform for all of us to connect. Global Chamber is indeed virtual. We thrived during the COVID pandemic. Our next event, we do have a training session, which for corporate individuals is on the 25th of this month at the same time. If you are interested, please sign in. If you're a young individual, we have sales and training Globinar for all of you next Wednesday on the 18th. And we have another meetup that's on the leather industry. That's on September in the mid. So if you're interested to come in, please join over. And I think all the way from, the beautiful country of the Maldives, I think from honeymoon destination to another honeymoon destination in, Spain. Today was truly an amazing, experience of how an industry just like seafood and fisheries, right? I mean, we were very selective about this because when this idea of meetups came, we had very open meetups, just based very open to everyone coming in from different countries, from different industries. And then we moved on to cross metros. And then we decided to go into industry based. But even though we're from the same industry, we had everyone coming in from different time zones. It's day somewhere, it's evening somewhere else, it's afternoon, but all of you have one mission, and that's to make better trade happen. You've got amazing products, and that'll be my job over the next couple of days to connect you better and see where we can make some better business happen and make the world a better place through business. So thank you so much for coming today. We really appreciate it. I think I'll give one last floor to Mr. Mustafa because he's our guest today. Mr. Mustafa, sir, what are your just concluding thoughts on behalf of Simba?
My best wishes to everybody who participated in this important event, and my thanks goes to Global Chamber, particularly to Mr. Maimunur Rashid for organizing these important events. And I believe that this seminar will make a bridge between the participants and will expand some business among them. Thanks to everybody.
Thank you, sir. And I'd like to give out a big shout out to all of our guests today. You make things happen. We want to always meet new people. So from Dennis to Jatin, to the individuals from Cabo, to all of my executive directors who support us, for Ruby for showing up today, and of course our amazing team at Global Chamber Dhaka. Thank you all for an amazing event. We hope you'll join us in our next event as well, and you'll stay connected to the tribe. So let's be global, let's be unstoppable. Everyone, have a good morning, good afternoon, and good night. Take care. Bye-bye.